Your Corset Story corset will arrive pre-laced in a bunny ears style. These two long pull loops of lacing at the waist are the bunny ears. This lacing style ensures the most tension is at the waist, where it's required to create the best possible cinch. This base knot ensures the corset doesn't become fully unlaced, so ensure this knot is firmly tied before continuing. The corset eyelets ensure the lacing glides smoothly through when tightening or loosening the corset, and the boning adds curve and shape. The modesty panel sits under the laces and unifies the look of the corset around the body. The corset busk hooks together to hold the corset closed in the front. Some corsets also use a zip in the front or side to keep the corset closed. If you're new to corsets, you may desire assistance with lacing at first. A mirror is very helpful when self-lacing, and practice makes perfect. It won't be long before you're a pro. It's important to fully loosen your corset off before wearing. You need to be able to comfortably wrap the corset around you and hook together without putting any strain on the busk. Start by unhooking the busk and untying the loose bow of bunny ears. Then loosen up each X lace from the centre up and then the centre down. Pull at these X laces from the top and then from the bottom like so the laces remain equal. When loosened, use the label as an indicator to ensure the corset is the correct way up before wrapping around yourself. Ensure the modesty panel is laying flat against your body so it sits nicely as you start lacing the corset closed. The busk should comfortably close with no strain. If not, loosen your laces more so as not to put any stress on the corset. Connect the busk with the hook second from the top or bottom. Avoid connecting the very top or bottom hook of the busk, as this can cause strain and potentially bend the busk. The hooks might not pop in on their own to start, but will with wear as the corset gets to better know your body. Ensure the corset is centered and sitting correctly at your waist and hip line before lacing. Work from the top X laces down to the waist, pulling the bunny ears downwards. Then work from the bottom X laces up to the waist, pulling the bunny ears upwards. It's important to gradually season your corset and not over-tension during your first few wears. The corset should sit flush to the skin with no gaping, but not be too tight. You will gradually work towards the ideal lacing gap of 2 to 4 inches. As you achieve more of a reduction, you may notice the skin of your back folds onto itself. This is often referred to as the Venus fold and is a completely normal part of wearing corsets. To minimise, you can tie the corset a little looser at the top. When satisfied with the cinch, tie in a bow to hold tight. You can also try different tying techniques. To better conceal the laces, you can braid and then tuck under the X's. You can also wrap and tie around your front. Never knot your corset in case you need to get out of it quickly. To take your corset off, work in reverse, evenly loosening the laces from the X's at the waist to the bottom and then from the waist to the top. Be sure to fully loosen before trying to unhook to again avoid unwanted tension on the busk. If you intend on wearing your corset tightly, seasoning will ensure you get the best life out of your corset and prevent damage to the product. It's important to start with a snug but not tight fit and gradually tighten over multiple short wears so the corset can start to mold to your shape over time. The corset might be a little rigid and uncomfortable to start, and tightening too quickly can cause the corset busk or boning to bend or warp, lessening the life of your corset and causing discomfort to you. Your first wear shouldn't exceed 2 hours. Start with 30 to 45 minutes and repeat this process, gradually tightening a little more and wearing a little more over the course of a week. Doing this prevents damage to your new corset and guarantees your comfort too. It's good to consider this break-in time if purchasing your corset for a special event. Clean your corset safely by dry clean only and store laying flat in a drawer when not wearing. Wearing a light undershirt or singlet can protect your corset from continual contact with skin and lengthen its lifespan.